Open world games always promise a realistic police system. Usually they're just not that great. So today I'm ranking 5 games based on how difficult their police system is. And since the boys ended last week, I thought it's only fitting to rank these games using quotes and memes from the boys. So the tier lists are: that was diabolical, slightly scorched room, no cap on guard bro, bad product, it's what Clara would have wanted. So there are many GTA games, obviously, but I just chose the one that was the most popular out of them. And I mean, like, that's a big number. So I figured I should test the response time for the local authorities, for science and all that. So Clara would have wanted. But anyway, I was just trying to shoot the cops and get my stars up to 5 stars as quick as I could, which actually took a really long time because for some reason I killed a lot of people and a lot of cops, and I could only get up to 4 stars. And driving perfectly, by the way. But for some reason, after all that killing and all that stuff, I couldn't even get to 5 stars. I don't know, like seriously, I don't know how much people you have to kill to get to the max wanted level. And ultimately, I got greedy, I crashed, and I died. Now, that would have been the end of that, but I felt like I never got a fair chance. So then I remembered afterwards that there's a thing called director's mode. So yeah, it's kind of like creative if you don't know, which you should know, this game's really old. But anyways, I found this card, the Duco Death, which I figured was the best protection I had against the cops. And actually, it turned out to be a bit too good. So then I finally got my 5 stars and started the chase. After shooting some cops and doing some crazy stunts, like, I mean, yeah, I was getting shot by the normal cops. They wasn't really doing much to this car. Then the SWAT showed up and they also weren't doing much to the car. To the point where I wonder whether I had invincibility on. Because like these cops were shooting me so much and the car wasn't blowing up or anything. So after a while I kinda realized that these cops weren't gonna kill me and this car was basically indestructible. So I tried to simply escape where things went to shit. So I kinda had a big brain moment here. So I went over this mountain thinking I could escape, but I didn't look at a map. And I fell into the stream over here when the car stopped working. So I had to fend for myself on foot. I also tried to see if maybe the car was indestructible or something, but I got killed before I could really try anything. So also just out of curiosity, I just wanted to see whether the car was truly indestructible, so I took a rocket launcher and tried blowing it up. So after blowing the car up, I thought, oh, this car is indestructible. So I should be safe to just jump in and drive around. Yeah, I spoke too soon. But anyways, I still wasn't really convinced, so I filled the cars with sticky bombs, I put invincibility on, and blew it up. And yeah, the car blew up, but I survived. So if you ever trying to escape from the cops, use this car, it's pretty good. So running from the cops wasn't really hard. They were kind of intense, but not really, so I think I'm gonna put us in a slight scorched room. But I guess without the car, you'd be kinda screwed. Now, this is one of the most underrated games ever. I'm pretty sure, in my opinion, I think this is the best open world game I ever played. And I mean, look at this. I just shot this guy in shoulder and you could see that he was injured. Modern games don't have that, I think. But anyways, after teasing this guy for a bit, I figured it's best I should start with the cop thing. So don't mind me, I was trying to shoot this guy in his leg to see if he lumps, to see how realistic the game was. Anyway, but after shooting all of these people, the cops, they actually only came when I started shooting the cops themselves. I must say, off the bat, shooting cops in this game is a lot more fun than GTA because of the slowing down thing, and also the fact that when you shoot the tires, the cars kind of flop entirely and blow up, so that's kind of cool. So how this game works is you have this yeet thing over there, and it goes up as you go. But I actually couldn't find how to increase that. I killed a whole lot of people and still didn't go up. And what I figured is that if you simply just kill all of the cops around you, then you cleared. So, or alternatively, you could just drive away, and once you leave that ring, you're in the clear. So yeah. But I tried one last time to see if I could get a higher yeet level, I think it's called. But after riding in the right side of the road, for some reason the cops would want to fight with me, so I decided to shoot them down. And without the car, I must say you can die very easily by these cops. I think as a team in this thing that without a car you're kind of screwed. But again, I managed to escape them by just driving away, so there's that. Oh, also, I forgot in this game that you can kind of do this thing where you jump, but I smacked into a tree, so I don't know how that happened. And essentially, you can jump from one car to the next, and well, then I died, yeah. But yeah, This game may be more of the fun ones in like running from cops and doing shit. There's a lot of fun things about this game. But as for ranking goes, I think I'm gonna have to put it on it's or Clara who would want it because I mean the cops weren't that hard to evade and yeah, and they weren't really that hard to be honest. It was more kind of fun. So similar to GTA, there's many Watch Dogs games. Okay, only three to be honest. The first one was my favorite, but even though I know people hate it, but yeah, the last one is an abomination of a game. So don't play this if you haven't. But anyways, I chose the second one because it's the most liked out of the three. I haven't actually played this game in a while, so I kind of forgot all the controls. I was just doing every random shit and ticking the walls for some reason. So again, I started by shooting some people, but like the cops didn't really care until they saw me shoot the people. So now, obviously, a cool thing about Watch Dogs is the fact that you can hack, so you can kind of just blow up steam pipes and all this crap. And also, like, my aim was really shit in this game, but then I remember aim assist. So yeah, there was that. I was just driving around a car and like, trying to evade the cops. The only real hard thing was this helicopter that kept on shooting me, but it wasn't also too bad. Then, like I said, I kind of forgot the controls, and for some reason, I jumped out of the car and almost smacked into a pole. So yeah, I almost died because again, the cops and their damn helicopter. So after a while of driving around and stuff, my car kind of just stopped working. So I figured I'm gonna shoot the helicopter with a shotgun. Yeah, not my smartest moment, but anyway. So for some reason, I was playing the game with a pistol and a shotgun. I figured it wasn't the best choice for this. So luckily, this game has 3D printer for some reason. I don't know why. You can print out guns. So I made an assault rifle and a shotgun. So while I was in the nerd shop, I tried to try out my gun here with the local residents, and the cops didn't really like that. It was going fine. I had 2 stars, I think it's called in this game. For some reason, it said this hunter guy joined. Now I don't know what this was. I thought it was just some, I don't know, like a special cop or something. So anyways, while shooting the cops, this guy just shot me in my back, and then I found out it's a real dude. So I just switched off all of the online shit, which I then tried to get my stars up again, but I got killed very fast. But again, that stupid helicopter killed me so quick, so I felt like I never got a fair chance. But anyway, yeah, I finally got the 5 star thing, so then I figured I'd go somewhere else, and then this happened. Now, I don't know how the hell I got jammed in between these 2 cars, but yeah, I tried to vault over, which would have killed me anyways, but the cops killed me. So again, I just felt like I didn't have a proper chance. So I got 5 stars pretty easily, yeah. And I simply just drove down the road and lost them. So I don't know what happened. I tried once more, got to 4 stars, and didn't even get killed by a cop. This random car in this construction place. So yeah, so Watch Dogs is a bit of a weird one because it seems like you can escape the cops fairly easily, but you can also get killed very easily. But it was definitely harder than the GTA one or the Sleeping Dogs one. And I also died a whole lot of times by giving a lot of chances, so I think it will have to be in the that was diabolical tier, simply because of that. And now Saints Row 2. Now I was gonna do Mafia 2, since that was the favorite one, but I realized that game doesn't really have like a free roam, so I stopped the Saints Row 2 last minute. This game was actually really chill. Like the cops don't really seem to care. They took the sweet time to even come to me. And this is a game like I was killing a lot of people and cops, but like my stars weren't going up, so I thought maybe it's a location. So I jumped in my car with spikes on the wheels for some reason. I don't know why I had this, why it's even in the game. But hey, Saints Row. So yeah, at this point I killed a lot of people, but I only had 3 stars. So I don't know. The progression in this game is fairly slow. So the nice thing about Saints Row is that you're like the leader of a gang, so your gang members are like around, so they can help you. To be honest, this was pretty easy. I was just killing the cops as I saw, and a lot of times the cops only really cared when you went by them. Otherwise, they would just like leave you alone. Like yeah, I had to go to these SWAT guys for it to do anything. But yeah, anyways, it was kind of a breeze. I was just shooting the cops and the SWAT. Nothing was really hard. I wasn't even having that much like close calls or anything. Right until this helicopter showed up. Now I don't know what's with these games and the helicopters, but this thing literally blew me up. I don't know how I survived that. But yeah, after exploding that thing, and only then did I get 5 stars. So I figured also maybe I just change locations again. So I seen these FBI cars and look pretty armored. Every time I try to jump into one though, they just exploded for some reason. I don't know who was shooting them or what, but yeah. Eventually though, I ran to this place with this icon or a beard thing. Now I actually forgot what this was. I thought it was like a drive-through. At this point, I thought I was dead. It said you are forgiven, and then I seen all my stars went away. Then I remembered this is a place where you can get rid of all your stars, but I forgot. As for ranking, I think I'm gonna put it on the bad products one. 'Cause I mean, it wasn't bad, but I am ranking this mainly on based on how difficult it is, and that wasn't really that hard. But I suppose it could be. But yeah, if it was over other stuff, I suppose I'd put it under no cap on God, bro. But bad product is fine. And the latest of the open world games is Cyberpunk, which I also made a lore video of this, so go check it out if you're into that kind of stuff. But anyway, I tried a normal thing by just getting my stars up or just shooting the cops. And I must say off the bat, this was a lot more fun than the others already. Okay, I might be a bit biased because I like Cyberpunk a lot, but also just shooting these cops in slow-mo and getting their shotgun hits and the headshots is really satisfying. But after killing a lot of cops, and I finally got 5 stars, and now this was actually faster than all of the other games. As soon as I saw the max tech vehicle, I dubbed, or I tried to at least. I jumped in the car. Look at this, it's like a movie. So I was just shooting my way through, but then the max tech have this thing where they can kind of just stop your car, freeze it, like it kind of just died. So I was forced to go back on foot and shoot a whole lot of people. Also, what I didn't realize, I didn't ever get 5 stars in this game before this. Max Tech is basically like the boss. Like they send a whole lot of bosses after you. And these guys are crazy, like they follow you everywhere. But anyway, things are getting too intense here, so I try to steal one of their cars and escape. But the problem is, like with Max Tech, they kind of track you, so you can't really use anything. Before they track you in the car, you can still use the weapons and stuff. So I just fired the most that I could, which I guess was kind of fun, but everything was kind of intense. So after a while, my healings were kind of low, and I realized I needed to escape. So I somehow ran to the afterlife area of the map and held out here for a bit. Again, you'd think I'd learned my lesson by now, but I didn't. I still jumped in the car and tried to escape, which they then just fried the car. That was cool though. Anyway, I hopped and bounced away for a while, for a long, long while, until I found this market where I thought I could just hide. I first thought I was safe because on the map the cops looked like they were below me. Then I seen they were coming on top. I changed my face and then I found this amazing hiding spot. I mean, look at this. Where the cops found me like instantly. So I jumped down and stole a car. Now at this point I kind of realized that the car was no use because they're just gonna track me all the time. So I went on foot, and then again I found this amazing hiding spot. I mean, look at this. No one will find me. Yeah? Oh shit. Anyway, I ran to this alley and I found higher ground was the best option because there's no real helicopters in this game. So I figured that was my best advantage. But again, these Max Tech guys are crazy. They kept sniping me from here. Managed to shoot a few of them, but it didn't really work. So I was trying to climb this thing to see if I could go further, and yeah, I fell. And I mean, look at this guy. He's crazy. He's just following me like flash stepping everywhere. But anyway, I found this place. I don't know where the hell I was, but I thought it would be a safer place, but no, there was no hiding from these guys. So I ran out and then didn't really learn and jumped back in the car. But then, like a Fast and the Furious movie, like the end fight was gonna be on a highway. Max Tech was coming in and the cops were everywhere. But I figured I could just jump up here and escape. So that's what I did. I jumped here and I hid. Now I didn't really know where I was, and then very quickly I kind of lost them. And then I found this place and I was like, wow, this is a really cool place. Only afterwards I realized this is the starting place in the game, which I didn't even know you could come back here. I was trying to see if I could go back to that, I forgot his name, but the guy in the start of the game who dies. But no, I kinda got lost. But anyways, so this game I would have to rank it as those diabolical tier. I mean that was crazy. It was easily the hardest out of all of them. So yeah, that's my tier list. Let me know if you guys enjoyed or if you want more ranking stuff. I am gonna try a whole lot of other videos. Next, I want to try a challenge in Fallout, like which I won't say what it is, but yeah, I want to make it hopefully by next week. So see you then. If you enjoyed this, please like and consider subscribing. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.